CSMO.
Rolling out.
What's going on, guys? My name is Connor, also known as Ouija. You're playing with Ouija board. Today I'm back with just a normal commentary story on my channel. Something a little bit different. Thought I would bring it in, because I know I've seen a lot of people do commentaries on their channels about funny stories that they have, and I thought it'd be kind of cool because I have kind of a funny story. If my mic sounds different, it's because I'm actually using my Tritons that I have for my PlayStation 4, so I'm testing those out to see if they work. A little bit about the gameplay. I just fucking went off on Kill Confirmed here on Nuketown 2025. No, not 2025. Whatever year it is, I don't really know. But I just went absolutely off. I'm not going to tell you the score till the very end. You'll see it. But, yeah, so here's my story. So, right now, current day, it is October 19th, 2016. This takes place in around late September 2013. Now, I started dating this girl. We'll call her Nicole. Started dating Nicole on, I think it was the 15th of September, 15th, 16th. And we hit it off right from the get-go. We knew each other for about a month and a half, started dating and all this. And, it was the second or third day we started dating. And I was up at my buddy's house. We'll call him Jesse. And I'm at my buddy Jesse's house. And I'm talking with him, having a blast, gaming, smoking a bit, because that's back when I smoked, right? And Nicole started to sext me. She was like, "Oh, baby, I'm feeling horny and all this," and blah, 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 blah. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to roll with the punches on this. This is kind of interesting. So I'm texting her, and I was also texting another friend of mine, and about an hour and a half goes by, and I'm asking her all these questions, like what she's going to do to me and all this. I'm not going to get into full detail because that's not YouTube appropriate. But I'm pretty sure you guys can use your imagination. But I started asking her all these questions, what she's going to do to me and all this. And she was asking what I'm going to do to her. And then about 10-15 minutes later, we're getting real heated at this point. We'd planned to meet up later in the day. This is going on at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we planned to meet up around 6:37. And I get this text message about 15 minutes later at quarter after 3. And it's, "Baby, where did you go? I miss you." And it's from Nicole. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Who have I been texting? And I look at my phone, and I've been texting her best friend. I have been sexting her best friend. We'll call her Jessica. For the last hour and a bit, almost 2 hours, I have been talking dirty and sexual with her best friend. I'm just like, oh no, my God, you gotta be freaking kidding me. And I was like, oh, sorry, baby, my phone died. And, I was like, shit, what the hell do I do? I turned to my buddy Jesse, and I was like, dude, I got a problem. And he goes, what? He goes, okay, you know how I'm dating Nicole, right? And he's like, yeah, you've been dating her for a few days. I was like, okay, well, the last hour and a half, I've been sexting what I thought was Nicole. And he's like, yeah, well, what do you mean? He goes, well, turns out the past hour and a half, I've been sexting Jessica. And he's like, whoa, big boob Jessica? I'm like, yeah. And he just fucking loses his mind. Just absolutely fucking just starts crying, laughing. And I'm like, dude, this is not funny. I'm dead serious. I didn't mean to do it. Fuck, if Nicole finds out, I'm going to find out. She's going to find out I'm a cheater and all this. And I'm not that. I don't want to be labeled as one and all this. Man, I fucked up. And he's like, after 15 minutes of fucking pissing his pants laughing, he's like, you know what? Let's go see a movie. Let's go into town, go see a movie. And I was like, all right, sure. So we go into town, go to the movie theater, and he's like, what do you want to see? I'm like, I'm not sure. We were just looking, sitting in line, getting some food, and looking at the movies. And Nicole asked me what I was doing. I was like, oh, I'm at the movies. And she goes, oh, cool, me too. And I'm like, really? And she's like, turn around. And I turn around, and there she is with her, one of her friends. And I'm like, fuck. I look at him, and I'm like, don't you say a fucking thing. And he just starts giggling to himself. And so I'm sitting there hanging out, holding her and all this, holding her hand, kissing her, all this. And then I hear this distinctive laugh of somebody I knew, and I turn around and there's Jessica walking through the fucking door with her friend. I'm like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. Everything that could go wrong at this point is happening. I thought I was sexting Jessica, or sorry, I thought I was sexting Nicole. Turns out I'm sexting Jessica. Jessica comes in, and after we had made plans to meet up with what I thought was Nicole, while I'm there with Nicole, I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This could not go any worse. I'm pretty sure if my pants fell down and like my junk fell out, that would not have been worse than what was happening right now. So we decided to go see The Way, Way Back with Steve Carell. If you guys haven't seen it, really funny movie, really good, touching movie. One of my favorite movies in the past, like, decade. And so we go into the movie, and I'm sitting with my buddy Jesse and Nicole and her friend. And about halfway through the movie, her and her friend get up and leave. And then she texts me about 30 seconds later, and she goes, "You're a fucking asshole. I never want to see you, talk to you again. I know what you did." I'm like, what the hell did I do? You know, playing kind of dumb. And I was like, what the hell did I do, babe? And she's like, I know what you did with Jessica, planning to meet up with her and all this, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I tried apologizing, but she just blocked my number, so I got up and left the movie with Jessie, and I'm pissed off, you know, because I really liked her, and I was like, that's my own stupidity. And one of Jessica's friends, we'll call her Tasia. Tasia comes out, and I was like, hey, what's up, guys? And I'm like, Nicole just broke up with me. And she's like, why? I'm like, because for the last a few hours ago, for a good solid almost 2 hours, I was texting what I thought was Nicole, but turns out I was texting Jessica, and we were talking dirty and all this. And she just starts fucking pissing her pants. I'm like, so Nicole just broke up with me, and she just spitballs this idea, and she goes, hey, why don't you ask Jessica out? I'm like, because I don't want to be labeled as a two-timer. And she's like, you're not gonna be, it's understandable, no one really knows about it. I'm like, alright, sure. So text Jessica, I'm like, hey, you want to go out? She's like, yeah, sure. So go into the movie theater, finish the movie with her, walk out with another girl. So I went into the movie theater with Nicole, left with Jessica. My buddy was dumbfounded. He was like, only you can fuck up that bad and still have something good happen to you in the long run. I'm like, yeah, that's my luck. So, but Jessica and I ended up dating for like a week, but then she dumped me because she thought I was a cheater because of what happened. And I tried explaining to her and her friends, and all her friends believed me and, you know, told her the truth. But, you know, she still didn't believe it, so she dumped me. So I learned my lesson. That's why I do not, you know, engage in sexual texting with people anymore, sending pictures, any of that. If you want it, you gotta get it in person. That's a very smart life lesson for anybody out there. Always, if this story didn't kind of scare you into, like, not doing it, just always remember who you're going to text. That is a key element. And there's the game, guys. 65-17. All Ouija. Twitter will be down in the description below. Remember, always check who you're texting. It could save your relationship.